Hey guys, so today I have a slightly belated birthday book haul because I ordered them like the week before my birthday and then they were all like staggered and so they didn't get here until recently. First of all, I want to acknowledge that this book I'm about to talk about was a gift for my birthday from my friend at work, Heidi. So thank you so much, Heidi. I've read a little bit of it so far and it's really funny. It's 1001 Ridiculous Ways to Die by Daniel Southwell and Matt Adams, and it's like literally just recounts of how people had died in like ridiculous ways, and like they're all true, and it's great. I love it. So thank you so much. Okay, now into the books that I ordered for myself. Yay. Okay, so we have Girl Heart Girl by Lucy Stucliffe, which is just like beautiful colours and amazing. And it says, Lucy always knew that her idea of Prince Charming was different to that of other girls. And then she meets Kaylin online and everything starts to make sense. Could her Prince Charming be a girl? An inspiring and uplifting memoir about falling in love and finding yourself. So, yay, that looks good. Then I have Reconstructing Amelia by Kimberly McCrate, which like it feels like really cool and everything. And yeah, I'm really excited to read this. Litigation lawyer and harried single mother Kate Barron is shocked when her daughter's exclusive Brooklyn private school calls her to tell her that Amelia, her intelligent, high-achieving 15-year-old, has been caught cheating. But when Kate arrives at Grace Hall, she's blindsided by far more devastating news. Amelia is dead. Despondent, she jumped from the school's roof. At least that's what Grace Hall and the police tell Kate. It's what she believes too, until she gets an anonymous text. Amelia didn't jump. Now, Kate is going to find out the truth no matter where it leads. Sifting through Amelia's emails, text messages and Facebook posts, Kate reconstructs the pieces of her daughter's life and the people in it, uncovering why she was on Grace Hall's roof that day and how she died. The superb blend of Tana French and Jodie Pitcock. Reconstructing Amelia is a story of secrets and lies, friends and bullies. It's about how well any parent really knows their child and how far one mother will go to vindicate the memory of her daughter whose life she could not save. So that's exciting. Then I've got this. Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. Emily's best friend Sloane disappears almost without a trace, but the only thing left behind is a to-do list. On it, 13 Sloane-inspired tasks that Wallflower Emily wouldn't normally do, and definitely not without her best friend. But what if completing this list could bring back Sloane? Dance until dawn? Sure, why not? Kiss a stranger? Go skinny dipping? Wait, what? Emily only has the summer to check everything off Sloane's list. The question is, what will she find at the end of it? So that's that one. Then I have this one which I've been really excited for. This is Replica. So it's just beautiful. I love it. So if you read it from this side, it's Lyra's point of view, and if you flip it over, you've got Gemma's point of view. And so you can read it one girl's point of view first, or the other person, or you can read chapter for chapter. Yes, and so the Gemma's story blurb goes, Gemma has been in and out of hospitals for as long as she can remember. A lonely teen, her life to date has revolved around homeschool and her best friend April. But after she is nearly abducted by a stranger claiming to know her, Gemma starts to investigate her family's past and discovers her father's mysterious connection to the secretive Haven Institute. Hungry for answers, she decides to leave the sanctuary of her home to travel to Florida, only to stumble upon 2 replicas amidst the frenzy outside Haven's walls, and a completely new set of questions. A masterful novel that explores the issues of individuality, identity, and humanity. Now, Lyra's story. The Haven Institute is a building tucked away on a private island off the coast of Florida that from a distance looks serene and even beautiful. But up close, the locked doors, military guard, and biohazard suits tell a different story. In truth, Haven is a clandestine research facility where thousands of replicas or human models are born, raised, and observed. When a surprise attack is launched on the Haven, 2 of its young experimental subjects, Lyra, aka 24, and the boy known as 72, manage to escape, encountering a world they never knew existed outside their secluded upbringing. They meet Gemma, and as they try to understand Haven's purpose together, they uncover some earth-shattering secrets that will change the lives of both girls forever. A masterful novel that explores the issues of individuality, identity, and humanity. So I'm really excited to read this one. Then Strong Female Protagonist, Book 1 by Brennan Lee Mulligan and Molly Ostag. Which is it's a comic, so it's going in my comicness. With super strength and invulnerability, Alison Green used to be one of the most powerful superheroes around. Fighting crime with other teenagers under the alter ego Mega Girl was fun until an encounter with Menace, her mind-reading arch-enemy. He showed her evidence of a sinister conspiracy, and suddenly battling giant robots didn't seem so important. Now Alison is going to college and trying to find ways to actually help the world while still getting to class on time. It's impossible to escape the past, however, and everyone has their own idea of what it's meant to be a hero. So that looks really good. Then we have The Gates of Thread and Stone by Laurie M. Lee, which is a beautiful, beautiful cover. I found this one on Pinterest. In the labyrinth we had a saying, keep silent, keep still, keep safe. In a city of walls and secrets, where only one man is supposed to possess magic, 17-year-old Kai struggles to keep hidden her own secret. She can manipulate the threads of time. When Kai was 8, she was found by Rev on the riverbank, and her brother has taken care of her ever since. Kai doesn't know where her ability comes from or where she came from. All that matters is that she and Rev stay together and maybe one day move out of the freight container they call home. Away from the metal walls of the labyrinth, Kai's only friend is Avon, the shopkeeper's son, with this scandalous reputation that both frightens and intrigues her. Then Rev disappears when keeping silent and safe means losing him forever. Kai vows to do whatever it takes to find him. But to save Rev, Kai must unravel the threads of her past and face the shocking truths about her brother, her friendship with Avon, and her unique power. So interesting. Then we have When by Victoria Laurie, which is another book that I discovered on Pinterest. Maddie doesn't have a choice. The forehead of every person she sees is marked by the shattered digits of their death date. Her unique innate skill often feels more like a curse than a gift, and Maddie grudgingly puts it to use of identifying death dates for paying customers her mother reels in. It's often like a straightforward way to help support her family, until one of the client's young sons goes missing on the exact date Maddie has pinpointed. and she gets pulled into the homicide investigation that turns her world upside down. As more young people disappear and are later found murdered, suspicion swirls around Maddie. At once a suspect in the investigation, a target for the murderer, and a partner in the tantalizing dance with a boy who might be connected to it all, could Maddie also hold the key to cracking the case? This perfectly plotted, high-stakes, fast-paced thriller marks New York Times best-selling author Victoria Laurie's YA debut and brims with depth, heart, action, and romance. So that looks amazing, and I love the cover of that one too. I wonder what my number would be, but then I wouldn't want to know either. So this one, which is another beautiful cover, and it feels so nice. I love beautiful covers. Beautiful covers, just they're the world. The Witches of Blackbrook. Through space and time, sisters entwined, lost then found, souls remain bound. Three sisters escape the Salem witch trials when the eldest casts a spell that hurtles their souls forward through time. After centuries separated, fate has finally reunited them in the present day. One the healer, one the teacher, and one the deceiver. Will their reunion return their full powers or end their soul's journey forever? Oh my god, what will happen? I will tell you when I find out. Well, I won't tell you, but I will know. And you should read it too, and then we can talk. And last but definitely not least, Hidden Figures by Margaret Lee Shetterly. The untold story of the African American women who helped win the space race, which is also becoming a movie, which comes out either the end of this year, so within the next 2 months, or sometime next year. But I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Here we go. Before Neil Armstrong could walk on the moon, a group of dedicated female mathematicians known as human computers used pencils and calculators to crunch the numbers that would launch rockets and humans into space. Among these problem solvers were a group of exceptionally talented African American women, some of the brightest minds in their generation. Originally confined to teaching in the South's segregated public schools, they were called into service during World War II, when America's aeronautics industry faced a dire shortage of people with the right stuff. Suddenly, these overlooked intellects could access jobs worthy of their skills, and the thrilling, trailblazing project in process at NASA's Langley facility. Following the astonishing career of 4 African American women, Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson, Katherine Johnson, and Christine Darden, they all end with like N's. Hidden Figures moves from World War II through NASA's golden age, the space race, the civil rights era, and the women's rights movement. Over nearly 3 decades, even as segregation laws divided them from their white counterparts, Langley's all-black computing group built a decisive victory over the Soviet Union in the Cold War and complete domination of the heavens. The untold history of our greatest adventure, their stories would forever change the world. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I bought it in the hardcover because it's gorgeous. And so like that's it without it. It's just still nice. But yes. Oh, and replica without the cover is, yeah, just black with a big replica, and yeah. So, these were my books that I got for my birthday. Oops. Yay! Oh, they're pretty heavy, so I'm gonna put them down. So again, thank you Heidi for my book, and thank you me for my books. I'll see you guys next time. Happy reading to all. Bye!